Hey guys, welcome back to another Jurassic World Mattel tour review, and now we're taking our first look at the Hammond collection. This is a Hammond collection figure that I wasn't expected to actually get right off the bat. Most of y'all probably might thought I was going to get the Baryonyx, considering that I made an announcement that I was going to pre-order the darn thing. The Baryonyx I pre-ordered, but obviously canceled it due to most obvious personal reasons and collecting reasons as well. And then there was a little bit of a debate around like whether I was going to get that or the Baryonyx or the Parasaurolophus, because those are the big two that were like the most anticipated figures to buy. So I went into Shopping Target recently, just a few hours ago, and of course I did not see the Baryonyx, so that was unfortunate. But at the same time, I did see the Parasaurolophus, so of course I had to get in. That's what we're going to take a look at in today's review of said figure, which is the Hammond Collection Parasaurolophus from Jurassic Park: The Lost World. And since it is the 25th anniversary of The Lost World Jurassic Park, as I finally realized, don't mind the reflection, like I'm using a tripod finally. Don't mind the reflection. Anyway, since it is now the year of The Lost World Jurassic Park, turning 25. It turned 25 last month. And also Jurassic World Dominion is coming up tomorrow, and I'm finally getting a chance to see it tomorrow, so I'm very excited. So of course, I just did not have to, I didn't want to wait on finding another figure for at least in anticipation of the next movie. So I had to get this figure. It's just inevitable that I had to get at least one more figure before I get to see the film, and then after that I'm going to be buying more figures, possibly taking my time, but yeah, definitely excited for Dominion. Definitely excited for more from Mattel as well. So enough of me getting excited. Let's just take a look at this figure. And of course, this is a Hammond collection box, and the box design is pretty nice. Let me go ahead and just have the tripod just hold it up like this, because it's actually pretty nice to finally hold it without holding holding the phone with my fingers. So yeah, this is the Hammond collection box. It's a pretty nice aesthetic, basically combining like some sort of like premium style towards also having a Amber collection inspired look. I mean, Amber collection is more of a different thing. This one's honestly a lot more pleasing in certain degrees, because it definitely does have that very caged look to it. I don't know what it is, but it's got the Jurassic trees aesthetic. It's got that, the Hammond collection logo, which is a very beautiful logo indeed. The Jurassic Park skull logo over here, Parasaurolophus, and the display of the dinosaurs inside the package. I wish it was a little bit more open, but other than that, it's completely fine with me. I actually like this. And then the top part, which also again has that very nice aesthetic, this little I guess this little factory aesthetic. I really like how this looks. And then you got the logo up there again with the Tyrannosaurus roaring. On this side, Hammond collection, that aesthetic again. The other side, Hammond collection with an image of the Parasaurolophus over here with the Lost World Jurassic Park logo, which is nice. And on the back, we get a more like obvious, like glorified shot of the Parasaurolophus with the screen cap of the film, the iconic hunt sequence with the description of this certain sequence. The logo up there, Lost World Jurassic Park, Hammond collection. And that's basically it for the packaging. Not much to go about, except it's a pretty nice aesthetic. So yeah, we're done with the package. Let's go ahead and take this beautiful figure out of the package, and let's take a closer look. Okay, we got the figure out the box, but I want to take a look at this in-box thing over here. This just very pretty looking aesthetic. I really like this. It's obviously the combination of Amber collection, but like it just looks really cool. I like this aesthetic. It looks so nice, especially having it in person. Looks like it's like on the side of a building, but at the same time it's like it's all covered in trees. I'm imagining it's on the side of a building, but that just looks really good. Let me go ahead and just leave that right here. I'm just gonna leave that right there. Of course, let's go ahead and just get everything out. Oh, excuse me. Let's get everything off of this dang thing, and then we're gonna take a closer look. Alrighty, so the Parasaurolophus is now put together out of the package, and yeah, I got no other words to describe this. Like, this is literally a very, very beautiful figure. Now, I've already freaking praised most of Mattel's figures for being well sculpted and all that. I've basically liked a lot of Mattel figures, but having a Hammond collection figure in hand, this is definitely a premium style figure. And just a very beautiful figure. It is just wow. It's very freaking amazing. I'm not even going to exaggerate any further. Like, this is beautiful. Every striation, scaling, detail, bumps and ridges, literally everything about this Parasaurolophus just screams epic. This is wow. I'm literally blown away by this, having it in hand. The tail's also rubbery, harder rubber though, but it can still, like, you can bend it and it can have articulation points, so it's got the rubbery tail, so it can do some sort of movement. It was a little stiff when I tried to put it on, so I did at least try to put it on there. I guess I'm not sure if anybody else had that issue, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, and also the paint detail and everything about this figure looks like it just looks really good. I actually really like this. Like I said, they went with. Of course, it's supposed to be movie accurate. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like everything is correct, but I bet you darn well just they got it. They got it right. They got it right in my opinion. And I just wow, just holding it in my hands, just looking at all that detail. I don't think you can get any more. Let me go ahead and zoom in on that. Focus on that head. Wow, just look at that. That is so beautiful. And, yeah, just mouth opens too. Yep. Opens pretty wide when you want to, but man, that is beautiful. Head articulation. It definitely has that articulation point. It's just so it's beautiful. Wow. Yeah, like even holding up against this light. Hold on, that's a little chip in there, isn't it? Oops. I guess that was that's not gonna bug me too much, but that's just oh my goodness. I can't stress how beautiful this looks. Like having this in hand is so freaking amazing. I love this. And you can see the detailing. It's definitely accurate to a Parasaurolophus from the films. Like you can clearly see, this is just, you know, I harp a lot of on like there's certain aspects, and like when people say that they don't need to like ask for a very premium-esque looking figure for Mattel toys, but seeing how this is actually possible now with the figures that everybody's been asking for, I can understand how people feel. So of course it's always great to have an open mind. And oh my goodness, I just really love this figure. I'm like, this is just me constantly saying it's beautiful. I don't think I can go any further in the detailing or the sculpt. I mean, everything about the sculpt and detailing is amazing. I love it. It's genuinely amazing. Like the paint scheme, I mean, I'm not sure if there's any much airbrushing. Like there's only airbrushing in this part, but everything else is just applied on here. There is airbrushing on the leg, like in this area too, but the striping goes all the way down. Not all the way down here because, of course, they do still cut corners a little, but I'm not too bugged by that. Down here, you see more of the detailing under here. Mattel has already done great with the mainline figures, and this is just epic. There's the logo right there. Nothing else on the other foot. Over here, no paint on the bottom of the tail, of course, but that doesn't really bug me. So aside from some corners cut in certain areas, this is a beautiful, beautiful dinosaur figure. Like, wow. I do love this figure. It's just so good. This is just amazing. That's all. It's like, of course, it's super articulated. Not like to a giant extent. There is no movable wrist and all that stuff. But there's a lot of articulation points. Dinosaur can open its mouth and close. Beautifully painted eyes, no problems whatsoever. Tiny details in the speckles. Literally everything about this toy just screams epic. Like I said before, it's just that is like the Hammond collection is its own line, so I'm not gonna obviously like say that it's better than the other toys because this is its own separate line. But it's definitely one of my favorite Hammond collection figures I've ever gotten. Like, hands down my favorite already. Just the sheer amount of beauty. I really love it. And one day I may get the Baryonyx, who knows? And I'll definitely freaking be impressed by that. So let me go ahead and get other figures out before I get ready to close off this review, because I just don't have any other words to describe how beautiful this dang thing is, because it's genuinely beautiful. So of course we're going to get out Parasaurolophus that I had for years now, since 2019. The Dino Rivals Parasaurs, and you can see the drastic difference between the two. Now we all know that we're gonna freaking say that this is obviously better because of skull, but this is a much more expensive premium style figure. So I'm not gonna be that person. I still definitely like this Parasaur toy here too. As a toy, definitely delivered on being a really proper figure for the Lost World Jurassic Park toy at the time, and it's still one of my favorite figures of that toy line. I mean, definitely got a better one than this one, and that was the Cretaceous bioluminescent Parasaurs, which I like the sculpt on this one more. And the paint scheme on here is also pretty nice, although it did lack because it is a mainline figure. But it's still pretty nice, and the sculpting actually did get a little better. I mean, it's still a little soft, but it still got a little better. So, yeah. Not to mention, you can also see the size difference between the dinosaurs. You can clearly see that the Parasaurs is definitely bigger than the previous Parasaurs we have gotten in line. Definitely bigger than, let me get one more. Definitely bigger than this one that we got in the Rolling Tempo pack. Definitely so about the juvenile. So that right there, you can see the clear size difference right there. It's like, yeah, now this is basically how much Parasaurs I got, and that's going good. I'm definitely building up my herd of Parasaurolophus, and I can't wait to get the Cowboy Owen that comes with one too. Here I had it scaled up with the engine vehicle here from the Roland set, and also rolling inside with my custom Linda figure inside. And again, the sheer size of this Parasaurus, you can definitely tell the difference. Like, it's definitely bigger and much more, like, I would say this is a proportionate size. It is so good. I really like how this looks. It's just so darn good. Alrighty, so yeah, I'm gonna close off this video. Already, I've said enough. Honestly, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. The Parasaurolophus from the Hammond collection, Lost World Jurassic Park. It's a perfect figure. I mean, it's like, I'm not the person that always quick to say that everything is perfect when it comes to Mattel, because of course they're not the most perfect, and most of their figures are not perfect, but they're just always fun, awesome figures. I really love the figures a lot, but when it comes to Hammond collection, they've already won me over. That's all I gotta say. Parasaurolophus from the Hammond collection. You check this out at Target. It's obviously available at Target. Definitely pick this up. It's available on only $20. Very affordable for a figure at this premium scale, obviously. So yeah, definitely not like the other Mattel figures. There's honestly, like, this is obviously the more adult figure line, but I don't care what dang demographic they're paying attention to. This is an amazing figure, and I love this so much. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to Jurassic World Dominion coming out tomorrow. Oh my god, that's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, see you guys later.